The first thing in getting this scooter to run will be charging the battery. So we have, there's supposed to be 2 screws holding on the battery cover. That is under the, where your feet would go. Just pry that up, and then underneath we have 2 terminals, red and black. Gonna need a socket. These should be 10mm. Yep. This particular scooter hasn't been running probably 7 months, so the battery is completely flat. Just rest these here so we know where they are. I'm hoping that just charging up the battery and giving it a few cranks should get it to run. However, it might be a carburetor clean as well. While the battery's charging, we are going to take the carburetor out and give that a good clean, because the fuel's been in this for, I don't know, 8-9 months. So there is 4 bolts holding the seat, this piece, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the carburetor sits just under here. Now we could just take that up, undo 1 screw there, but by taking this out it gives us more room to work and to clamp off fuel lines and whatnot. We'll be using a 10mm socket as before. Just pop out these 4 bolts. Hopefully it just lifts out. As you can see, carburetor, air intake, if I can get some lighting in here. Okay, so we have the air intake coming in from this side over to the carburetor. I'm going to have to undo the throttle cable, 2 Jubilee, and some vacuum lines, and the automatic choke. Okay, now we have the seat out, we're going to remove the throttle cable, which is just down here. So you basically just take off the locking nut, pull that up, comes round, and that's free. We also have to remove these hoses and undo this clip and this clip, and we also have to remove the choke. So we shall remove the choke. There's 2 screws. One is really hard to see, but it is in behind. There we go. One comes out, be careful not to lose it, and then pop the choke, and that's out. Little clip. Okay. Now I'm going to remove this hose. I know it's not the proper way to do it, but it works. We also have to remove the fuel line, which is right down behind here. What I will do is get a couple of Okay, we're now going to take off this clip here, which will allow the carburetor to come away from the intake. We will also remove the clip at the back, which will allow the air filter to come away from the carburetor. Just give that a little wiggle around. There we go. That is now loose from there. I have a feeling I'm going to have to undo the actual air filter. Okay, so we have removed this bolt. Okay, so we've got this bolt here. There's that one. And that has enabled us to give us clearance here. Okay, so we got this all disconnected at this end. Now just give this a bit of a wiggle round. And one carb. So we will now just disconnect the fuel line. Maybe I need a little bit of a wiggle. How's that one off? Oh, that's the drain tube. This one's the fuel line. Just rest that there. I had zip ties, here they are. Now you could of course put a bolt or whatever takes your fancy through this. I'm just gonna, for the sake of ease for a minute, just rest that up there, out of the way.